What if the most powerful being in the universe weren't good? What if God were willing to overlook injustice, or worse, what if he was willing to participate in it? That's not a world any of us would want to live in. Thankfully, that's not the God of the Bible. Welcome to day 1 of week 3 of the Bible reading plan you'll actually finish, brought to you by Five Oaks Church, and Bible Story Guides. I'm Henry. Today we enter scene 5, which we're calling law. We started with creation, and the second scene was separation. The world was in a downward spiral when God made a promise to one man, and that's the promise scene. Then God delivered the people of Israel from slavery and kept them safe through the sacrifice of a lamb or a goat. That's the fourth scene, sacrifice. Now for the law scene. After the Passover, the Israelites leave Egypt, but Pharaoh changes his mind and chases them with an army. God miraculously delivers them, then guides them through the wilderness toward the promised land. Along the way, he provides for their needs. And then he reveals something crucial. He reveals his law. But before the law comes, there's the lawgiver. And what we learn about God in this scene is that he is holy. It's the most comprehensive term to describe God in the Bible. Holiness means he is set apart from sinful humanity. It means he's pure. It means everything he does is right. Another way to think about it is that God is whole. He's not broken or fragmented. His integrity is intact. Because God is holy, we can be assured that he is good. Now, God calls his people to reflect his holiness, to be set apart for his purposes, and the law shows them how. Today we'll read the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments are, in a sense, a summary of God's moral law that speaks to everyday struggles that we have, our biggest everyday struggles, to love God and to love people. So I'm going to read a slightly abridged version of Exodus 20, verses 1 through 18. Then God gave the people all these instructions. I am the Lord your God who rescued you from the land of Egypt, the place of your slavery. You must not have any other God but me. And you must not make for yourself an idol of any kind or an image of anything in the heavens or on the earth or in the sea. You must not misuse the name of the Lord your God. The Lord will not let you go unpunished if you misuse his name. Remember to observe the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. You have 6 days each week for your ordinary work. But the seventh day is a Sabbath day of rest, dedicated to the Lord your God. On that day, no one in your household may do any work. This includes you, your sons and daughters, your male and female servants, your livestock, and any foreigners living among you. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and everything in them, but on the seventh day he rested. That is why the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and set it apart as holy. Honor your father and mother, then you will live a long, full life in the land the Lord God is giving you. You must not murder. You must not commit adultery. You must not steal. And you must not testify falsely against your neighbor. You must not covet your neighbor's house. You must not covet your neighbor's wife, male or female servant, ox or donkey, or anything else that belongs to your neighbor. After receiving the law, God leads his people toward the land he promised Abraham. But when they get to the edge of it, they send spies in to scout it out. The spies come back with a report. They say the land is incredible, but the people living there are giants. 10 of the 12 spies say, we can't do this. Only 2, Joshua and Caleb, say, God is with us. Let's go. The people side with the 10. They refuse to enter. And what's God's response? He lets them have their way. That generation never entered into the land. The generation that had seen the plagues walked through the Dead Sea and had been fed directly by God in the wilderness, didn't believe that God could come through. And God didn't allow them to enter the land. They wandered the wilderness for 40 years. He gave them what they wanted. And only after they had all died was the next generation able to go into the promised land. Here's your takeaway for today. God is holy, and he calls us to trust him and reflect his character. When fear says you can't, faith says God can. Until tomorrow, have a great day.